Power pulses through certain days of the year, days that carry unseen energy capable of shifting the course of your life. I am Shi Heng Yi, and today I reveal the spiritual weight hidden within these moments and the divine timing that governs abundance, blessings, and transformation. Many overlook the power of alignment with the universe. Yet it is alignment that separates struggle from breakthrough, waiting from manifestation, and ordinary life from extraordinary flow. This video uncovers the mysteries behind these sacred days, explaining how the universe opens doors for those who understand timing and closes them for those who ignore it. Secrets of energetic alignment, spiritual preparation, and intentional surrender will be unveiled. By the end, clarity will emerge on how small acts of faith on precise moments can attract opportunities, financial breakthroughs, and protection from unseen challenges. Knowledge of these days is not simply a curiosity, it is a tool. It is the key to stepping into a rhythm where life begins to respond to your intentions with remarkable speed. Every detail matters: the choices made, the thoughts held, the trust placed in unseen forces. These are the elements that determine whether a year unfolds in struggle or in flow. Stay until the end to learn the subtle, almost invisible signs of divine timing and how to position yourself to receive maximum spiritual and material blessings. These truths are often hidden from the unprepared, yet they are powerful enough to transform your entire path when recognized. Welcome to Shaolin Divine Flow, a sanctuary for understanding the intersection of spirit, timing, and personal empowerment. Subscribe now to join our community and begin opening the door to knowledge that will guide your life with precision, wisdom, and the unseen flow of the universe. Patience holds more power than most realize. Delays in finances often feel like walls, impenetrable and discouraging. But these pauses carry a hidden purpose. Every delay is not a rejection, it is preparation. The universe, guided by divine wisdom, aligns circumstances, people, and opportunities so that when the moment arrives, abundance flows with ease, not resistance. Many rush, forcing solutions that scatter energy and weaken results. True breakthrough requires timing, not speed. Money arriving too soon, without readiness, can slip through fingers or bring challenges unprepared for. Delays allow growth, understanding, and spiritual alignment. They teach discernment, the subtle skill of recognizing the right opportunities when they appear. Financial struggles are not punishments. They are mirrors reflecting the depth of trust in your heart. When impatience rises, the universe waits, inviting reflection. Faith strengthens during these intervals, building resilience and clarity. Each setback is an invisible teacher, reshaping thoughts and intentions, ensuring that when prosperity finally arrives, it endures. Consider the natural flow of life. Rivers do not rush to the sea, and trees do not bear fruit before their season. Everything unfolds in divine timing, measured, precise, and purposeful. Wealth, like water, fills spaces that are prepared to receive it. If the heart is cluttered with doubt, even abundance cannot take root. But patience, grounded in trust, creates fertile ground. Recognize delays as guidance, not denial. Each moment waiting is an invitation to strengthen belief, refine focus, and align actions with higher wisdom. Opportunities may be approaching from unexpected directions, unseen yet moving precisely toward readiness. The pause is never wasted. It is part of a rhythm that ensures financial blessings arrive fully, powerfully, and permanently, beyond anything hurried or forced. Trust in the quiet timing, for it is in these unseen moments that the seeds of wealth are planted, nurtured, and prepared to grow beyond imagination. Silence in the midst of need often feels heavy, almost unbearable, yet this emptiness is not a reflection of lack in the universe. It is a test of trust. The moment when resources seem scarce, when doors appear closed, the universe is asking a deeper question: will faith hold steady even when the visible world says otherwise? True wealth begins not in possession, but in belief. Many measure worth by what they see. They equate financial abundance with personal value, mistaking temporary emptiness for failure. But value is not counted in coins or bills. It is measured in patience, resilience, and the ability to remain steadfast when provision seems delayed. Lack is a mirror, revealing the strength of trust held quietly in the heart. When the mind panics, fear magnifies and energy scatters. Yet those who surrender to divine timing find that even in scarcity, opportunities emerge. Doors that seemed closed slowly creak open, ideas that seemed impossible begin to take shape, and unexpected helpers appear. These are the signs that trust is being rewarded before the material manifestation arrives. Tests of trust are designed to refine. They teach focus, humility, and the art of receiving. A heart that clings too tightly to immediate results often blocks what is coming. A heart that trusts even in apparent emptiness becomes a magnet for blessings far greater than imagined. This is why waiting is not wasted. Every moment of perceived lack shapes character, sharpens discernment, and strengthens the unseen connection to higher guidance. The universe measures readiness, not desperation. When trust holds through the pause, the arrival of abundance is not merely a gift, it is a reflection of faith realized, timing honored, and readiness proven. In this space, where scarcity tests patience, the true lesson emerges. Worth is never in what is missing. It resides in the quiet certainty that the universe is aligning all things perfectly, and that every challenge is preparing the path for what is coming. Trust carries a force invisible to the eye, but powerful enough to move mountains. It is the key that opens doors the mind cannot see and calls help from sources that remain hidden until the precise moment. When belief is steady, it activates currents of support that are spiritual, subtle, and beyond ordinary comprehension. The universe responds not to fear or doubt, but to the confidence placed in the unseen. Many seek answers in action alone, in strategies and plans, yet without trust, these efforts often yield little. Trust is not passive. It is an active alignment with divine flow. It signals readiness, inviting guidance from unexpected directions. Opportunities, people, and insights arrive in ways that logic cannot anticipate, yet they fit perfectly when received by a heart anchored in faith. Trust transforms waiting into a sacred space. In the silence, doors begin to open. In the pause, solutions appear. What once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Each act of trust sends a signal. Readiness meets timing, belief meets opportunity, and the unseen becomes visible. Even small trust carries immense power. A brief moment of surrender can redirect circumstances, shifting energy in ways that compound over time. It creates harmony between intention and action, allowing divine orchestration to guide every step. Money, abundance, and opportunities often flow through channels that remain invisible until trust clears the blockages. Those who trust do not chase. They receive, they do not demand, they allow. And in doing so, they discover a rhythm where help arrives precisely when needed. Trust opens the door to synchronicity, aligning circumstances that seem random but are perfectly orchestrated. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of uncertainty becomes an invitation to deepen trust. The key to unseen help lies not in searching harder, but in believing stronger. When trust becomes the foundation, life begins to respond with precision, and the blessings waiting just beyond perception finally step forward into reality. Stress whispers urgency, panic, and doubt, but it never delivers answers. When the mind is tense, energy scatters, and opportunities slip through unnoticed. Every worry, every sleepless night, every racing thought creates a barrier between intention and manifestation. The universe does not move in haste, it moves in alignment. Stress blocks blessings because it signals resistance, not readiness. Calm faith, on the other hand, opens channels. It clears the mind and steadies the heart. When fear softens and trust takes its place, solutions begin to appear naturally. Paths that seemed hidden emerge clearly. People show up unexpectedly. Ideas form with clarity, and obstacles that once felt insurmountable lose their weight. Faith acts as a magnet, drawing what aligns with purpose and repelling what distracts or diminishes. Even in financial struggles, calm faith reshapes perception. Bills and debts remain, yet a sense of peace transforms how opportunities are seen. Creative solutions arise. New connections form. Doors that were invisible in panic suddenly appear. The mind that rests in trust notices subtleties that a frantic mind overlooks. Blessings often arrive quietly, almost imperceptibly, through small confirmations, an unexpected call, a sudden insight, or a timely meeting. Stress blinds, faith reveals. Stress reacts, faith receives. Stress pushes, faith flows. The energy of calm trust aligns with the natural rhythm of provision, allowing momentum to build without force or strain. Practicing calm faith is not passive waiting. It is active surrender, a conscious choice to let go of fear while keeping focus on what is possible. Each breath of trust, each moment of inner stillness clears space for miracles. Solutions do not always arrive immediately, but they always arrive when the heart is steady. Blessings are drawn to clarity, not chaos. Calm faith transforms waiting into preparation, pressure into insight, and scarcity into fertile ground where abundance can take root and flourish beyond imagination. Perfection is not a requirement for divine action. Many wait, believing that faith must be flawless, pure, or unwavering to attract blessings. Yet God moves through sincerity, through willingness, through even the smallest flicker of trust. A heart that tries, that hopes, that opens itself, even imperfectly, invites guidance, provision, and miracles. Doubt does not disqualify. Fear does not cancel. What matters is the effort to believe, the intention to surrender, and the courage to keep moving forward even when certainty feels distant. God responds to persistence, to honesty, to the willingness to align with higher timing, not to flawless confidence. Even a single prayer, spoken quietly, can shift currents unseen, creating openings that logic cannot explain. Imperfect belief often carries humility, and humility clears the way for greater blessings. Those who think they must be perfect to receive often block themselves through expectation or fear of inadequacy. But the universe works best with hearts that are real, raw, and willing to trust without needing full understanding. Every effort counts, every step toward faith matters, even when it trembles. Expectations that demand instant results can blind the heart to subtle confirmations along the way. A sudden insight, a helpful person, or a small solution may appear, unnoticed by those searching only for grandeur. Imperfect belief allows these gifts to be recognized, appreciated, and received. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary simply by opening the heart enough to let blessings flow. God acts not because faith is perfect, but because faith exists. Even hesitant, questioning, or unsure belief signals readiness. It tells the universe, I am willing to receive, even if I do not fully understand. That willingness is powerful. It draws provision, aligns opportunities, and clears paths that stubborn insistence on perfection would have blocked. Trust grows in the gaps of uncertainty, and action grows from the smallest sparks of belief. Every imperfect step toward faith becomes a catalyst, allowing divine orchestration to work quietly, steadily, and powerfully in ways the heart can feel before the mind even comprehends. Many search for signs, rituals, or formulas, hoping that the right combination will force results. This is superstition, chasing outcomes through external actions alone. True alignment, however, begins within. It begins with surrender, the conscious decision to release control and trust in a higher wisdom that sees beyond what the eyes can perceive. Shifting from superstition to surrender transforms the way energy flows, turning effort into harmony and waiting into opportunity. Surrender does not mean inaction. It means acting with intention while releasing attachment to the outcome. It means moving forward with faith even when the path is unclear, and trusting that every step aligns with divine orchestration. The mind that obsesses over rituals or omens often misses the subtle guidance that appears in daily life, in quiet thoughts, or through unexpected connections. Surrender opens the heart to these currents, allowing help to arrive from directions never imagined. Superstition binds energy. It creates a sense of urgency, fear, or desperation, convincing the mind that the universe can be manipulated through repetition or coincidence. Surrender liberates energy. It centers the heart, steadies the mind, and tunes perception to the timing and intelligence of forces greater than the self. This is where miracles are born, not in the insistence of human hands, but in the alignment of intention and trust. When surrender becomes practice, life responds with clarity. Opportunities become visible, timing becomes apparent, and obstacles dissolve in ways that were invisible when control dominated. Even setbacks feel purposeful, serving as guidance rather than punishment. Trust replaces fear, patience replaces panic, and the heart becomes a magnet for abundance. Shifting from superstition to surrender rewires expectation. It transforms waiting into preparation, effort into flow, and uncertainty into quiet confidence. In this space, the universe begins to move freely, and every moment becomes a chance to align with blessings, guidance, and unseen support, moving precisely toward readiness and fulfillment. Help often arrives in forms that the mind does not anticipate. It may come through a person whose presence feels sudden but perfectly timed. It may come through an idea that sparks clarity in a moment of quiet reflection. It may appear as an opportunity that seems unrelated, yet opens a door that had been closed for months. These are the ways the universe works, subtle, precise, and often invisible until recognized. Many wait for obvious signs, expecting dramatic interventions or immediate solutions, but divine assistance rarely shouts. It whispers, it nudges, it unfolds in layers, guiding those who are attentive and open. A conversation with a stranger, a suggestion from a colleague, or a fleeting thought that inspires action can shift the direction of finances, career, or personal growth in ways that appear miraculous but are quietly orchestrated. The key is awareness. Trust prepares the heart to see and receive these forms of help. Without faith, guidance passes unnoticed. Opportunities are dismissed and solutions are overlooked. With trust, every encounter, idea, or circumstance carries the potential to be a vessel for support. What may seem coincidental often carries the fingerprints of divine timing, aligning resources with readiness. Help may not always arrive exactly as imagined, yet it is always sufficient. The mind seeks certainty, but the universe provides in ways that are wiser than understanding allows. A single insight can replace months of struggle, a connection can open doors faster than planning, and a chance opportunity can multiply into long-term abundance. Recognizing and embracing this hidden support requires patience and sensitivity. It requires faith that the universe is working in concert with intention and that readiness attracts provision. By remaining open, calm, and aligned, unseen assistance flows naturally, guiding toward solutions that feel effortless yet powerful, shaping a path where resources, ideas, and opportunities converge perfectly to create the breakthrough sought. Surrender is not weakness. It is strength disguised as stillness. When control is released, the heart becomes a magnet for abundance, drawing blessings that cannot be forced or manufactured. Clinging tightly to outcomes creates tension, blocks flow, and signals resistance. Surrender, in contrast, aligns intention with the unseen currents of the universe, allowing provision to arrive naturally, fully, and without friction. Abundance does not respond to struggle, it responds to openness. A mind that obsesses over timing, methods, or outcomes limits the channels through which wealth can appear. A surrendered mind trusts the process, letting solutions unfold without interference. This does not mean waiting passively, it means acting with clarity, gratitude, and intention, while releasing attachment to results. In that space, every action carries far greater impact than effort alone could ever achieve. Those who surrender notice how doors open effortlessly. Opportunities emerge in unexpected ways. Resources appear through relationships, inspiration, and circumstances that were invisible to a controlling mind. Surrender creates the conditions for alignment where every element of life, energy, intention, and action moves in harmony. The universe responds not to force, but to readiness, receptivity, and trust. Even challenges serve purpose when met with surrender. Obstacles no longer feel like barriers, but become guides, shaping perspective, sharpening focus, and preparing the heart to receive fully. The energy of release transforms fear into clarity, scarcity into possibility, and tension into fertile ground for growth. Abundance flows to those who release the need to micromanage, who trust timing, and who act with calm confidence. Surrender opens channels invisible to the anxious mind, attracting wealth, opportunities, and guidance with effortless precision. It is in letting go that the universe steps in, turning patience into reward, quiet faith into momentum, and willingness into lasting prosperity. Silence holds power few recognize. In stillness, the mind stops racing and the heart begins to listen. When the noise of worry and doubt fades, guidance from the unseen becomes clear. Moments of quiet allow awareness to settle, revealing opportunities, ideas, and solutions that remain invisible in chaos. Silence is not emptiness, it is preparation, a sacred space where intention and faith converge. Gratitude transforms energy. Expressing thanks, even for what seems small, shifts perception from lack to abundance. The heart tuned to gratitude signals readiness to receive more. It aligns thoughts, emotions, and actions with the flow of provision. When gratitude becomes daily practice, the universe mirrors this openness, sending resources, connections, and insights to match the frequency of appreciation. Simple acknowledgement of blessings amplifies their presence and invites greater ones, often from unexpected sources. Intention acts as the compass of manifestation. Clear, focused intention gives direction to energy, guiding it toward desired outcomes. The universe responds to what is held steadily in the mind and heart. Acting with intention does not mean controlling results. It means defining focus, committing to trust, and quietly aligning choices with purpose. Every action rooted in sincere intention multiplies impact far beyond visible effort. Combining silence, gratitude, and intention creates a fertile ground for transformation. Silence clears the mind, gratitude opens the heart, and intention channels energy with precision. Together they form a triad that awakens spiritual receptivity, aligns timing, and activates unseen support. Even the smallest consistent practice of these inner actions holds immense power. A single quiet moment of reflection, a sincere word of thanks, or a clear thought of purpose can redirect energy, attract guidance, and spark opportunity. In these simple actions, the extraordinary begins to emerge. They connect the heart with divine flow, transforming waiting into preparation and potential into reality. Through silence, gratitude, and intention, life begins to respond with clarity, abundance, and unseen guidance, moving exactly toward readiness and fulfillment. Inner peace is the signal that alignment is taking place. When the mind settles and the heart rests, the chaos of fear, doubt, and worry dissolves. In that quiet, subtle shifts begin, shifts that often go unnoticed until they manifest as clarity, insight, and opportunity. Peace is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of trust, a steady current that guides thought and action with precision. New thoughts emerge in this space of calm. Ideas that seem distant or impossible suddenly appear with ease. Solutions that were hidden behind confusion reveal themselves, often in moments of stillness or reflection. The mind, uncluttered by panic, sees paths previously invisible. These thoughts are the universe's way of nudging toward the right decisions, the right opportunities, and the right timing. Sudden clarity often follows inner peace. A choice that felt overwhelming becomes obvious. A decision that seemed impossible now carries simplicity. Moments that once felt stuck shift effortlessly, as though doors open from within. This clarity is a gift of trust, a reward for patience, and a sign that alignment with higher guidance is underway. The combination of inner peace, new thoughts, and sudden clarity creates momentum. Energy flows where it was previously blocked, and small actions begin to produce significant results. Opportunities appear in unexpected ways, and the mind recognizes solutions that had been overlooked. Even challenges take on new meaning, revealing lessons, connections, or alternative paths that move toward abundance. These shifts are subtle but powerful. They confirm that the universe is responding to faith, surrender, and intention. Each spark of insight, each moment of understanding is a step closer to manifestation, a sign that unseen forces are orchestrating circumstances in perfect timing. By cultivating inner peace and remaining receptive, clarity continues to expand, guiding toward decisions, actions, and blessings that align perfectly with readiness and growth. One decision of trust can change everything. In the quiet moment when fear is released and faith takes its place, the flow of the universe begins to move in your favor. It only takes a single choice to surrender, to believe, to act with intention, for doors to open, opportunities to appear, and abundance to find its way to you. Every delay, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty is preparing you for this. Trust is the bridge between where you are and the life you are meant to receive. When you choose faith over doubt, surrender over control, and clarity over chaos, the universe aligns and blessings unfold with a power beyond comprehension. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to our channel, Shaolin Divine Flow, so you can continue receiving guidance, inspiration, and the knowledge to align with divine timing and abundance. Remember, the smallest act of trust can ripple through your life and transform it forever. Step forward with faith and watch as the impossible begins to respond to the courage of your heart.